The ChatGPT moment for general robotics is just around the corner. And in fact, all of the enabling technologies that I've been talking about.
Every once in a while, something happens that makes the world stop and think. Not because it's loud or dramatic, but because it quietly changes everything we thought we knew.
Going to make it possible for us in the next several years to see very rapid breakthroughs, surprising breakthroughs in general robotics.
Recently, Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang, stepped forward and introduced a machine unlike anything we've ever seen. This isn't about a better phone or a faster computer. This is about a robot with a brain, a machine that learns, adapts, and might soon do your job better than you can. If machines can think, what happens to the people who taught them? And if we're building something smarter than us, are we ready for what comes next? Stay with us. Nvidia's game-changing reveal. Technology changes everything. It shifts the way we live, work, and connect. Sometimes it happens slowly, almost unnoticed. Other times it arrives so fast that the world around us can barely keep up. What Nvidia revealed recently falls into that second category, which a leap that could rewrite the rules of how humans and machines coexist. For decades, Nvidia has been quietly transforming. From a company known for powering video game graphics to a global force driving artificial intelligence innovation, Nvidia's journey is remarkable. The company's CEO, Jensen Huang, is no stranger to surprising the world with breakthroughs. But this time, his announcement caught almost everyone off guard. He introduced a robot unlike any we've seen before. It's a machine not limited to simple, repetitive tasks, but capable of thinking, learning, and making decisions independently. This is not the science fiction of movies or books. It's real, unfolding right before our eyes. At the heart of this breakthrough is Nvidia's Blackwell architecture, which is a new kind of processing brain built specifically to handle the vast and complex world of artificial intelligence. Unlike traditional chips that only process commands step by step, Blackwell can understand context, analyze information in real time, and adapt to new situations. It's designed to think fast, but also to learn and improve. Just think about a robot that doesn't just remember instructions, but understands what those instructions mean, figures out what to do when unexpected things happen, and adjusts its actions accordingly. This robot can learn skills in days that take humans years to master. It can work tirelessly without fatigue or distraction. It can even show a kind of empathy, responding to people's emotions and needs. But Nvidia isn't stopping here. Looking ahead, the company plans to launch Reuben in 2026, a next-generation AI infrastructure platform set to replace Blackwell. Reuben promises even greater processing power, wider memory bandwidth, and tighter system integration. This means smarter machines, faster learning, and more sophisticated decision-making. What does all this mean for us? On one hand, it could free humans from dangerous or tedious work. Robots could take over jobs in factories, hospitals, or even homes. Jobs that are hard, boring, or risky for people. They could help care for the elderly, perform precise surgeries, or manage complex logistics with speed and accuracy. On the other hand, it raises serious questions. If machines can replace humans at work, what happens to the millions of people whose jobs might disappear? How do we ensure these robots act responsibly? Who is in control when machines think on their own? The lines between human and machine are blurring faster than ever. Nvidia's breakthrough robot is just the beginning of a future where artificial intelligence will be a part of everyday life, reshaping industries and communities. Power is not just about speed, it's about understanding. Nvidia's new AI robot is powered by what they call the Blackwell architecture. But what does that really mean? And why is it so important? Think of Blackwell as the robot's brain, but unlike our own brains, which take years to develop and a lifetime to learn, this brain is built from silicon and code. It processes enormous amounts of information instantly, connects patterns, and learns new skills at a pace no human can match. Traditional computer chips follow instructions step by step, like reading a recipe word by word. Blackwell is different. It can look at the whole recipe, understand the flavors, and decide to change an ingredient if it thinks it will taste better. It sees context, learns from experience, and adapts. Inside this architecture are neural network models, which are digital systems inspired by the way human brains work. They allow the robot not just to react, but to predict and plan. For example, if a robot is helping an elderly person make breakfast, it doesn't just pour coffee. It remembers that the person likes their toast lightly browned, that they sometimes forget their medication, and even senses if they seem upset. This kind of thinking requires massive computing power and lightning-fast memory access. Blackwell delivers this by combining advanced processors with ultra-efficient data movement. It doesn't get overwhelmed by information. Instead, it makes sense of chaos. What's more, Nvidia's platform connects these robots to cloud systems in vast networks of computers that work together to share knowledge. This means one robot learning a new skill can instantly share that knowledge with thousands of others. So if one robot learns to navigate a tricky environment or fix a machine, they all get better at it. Just think about the possibilities. Robots that grow smarter every day, constantly improving their abilities without human intervention. They can work longer hours, face unexpected challenges calmly, and even improve their performance over time. But with great power comes great responsibility. Robots in the real world. The very qualities that make this robot extraordinary, its ability to learn and adapt, also make it unpredictable. Unlike machines that only do what they are told, this robot might find new ways to solve problems, some of which humans might not expect or control easily. Nvidia is aware of this. The design of Blackwell includes safety protocols and controls to keep the system in check. Still, experts wonder, when machines become this smart, who is really in charge? How do we prevent mistakes or misuse? The future often feels distant, like a story for tomorrow. But in Nvidia's labs, that future is already here. Robots powered by the Blackwell architecture are no longer just ideas, since they are real machines walking, talking, and learning every day. These prototypes are far from simple gadgets. They can drive cars through busy streets, prepare coffee just the way you like it, and even carry on conversations with surprising empathy. Some robots help clean homes with gentle care, while others assist elderly people, remembering their routines and moods as if they were human companions. Across the world, from Silicon Valley to Shenzhen, similar robots are being built and tested. In China, the government is investing heavily in creating a robot society where machines work alongside humans as waiters, secretaries, and even police officers. These robots patrol streets, help manage crowds, and keep public spaces safe, all while learning how to respond to changing situations. Meanwhile, countries like Japan, South Korea, and Germany are exploring how robots can work together in networks, solving problems as teams rather than alone. This collective intelligence allows robots to divide tasks, share information instantly, and adapt to challenges faster than any individual machine could. In hospitals across Japan, nurse robots are quietly transforming patient care. They monitor vital signs, deliver medications, and even perform basic health checks, easing the burden on human staff and providing constant attention. Factories like those at Tesla and BMW rely on robots to run production lines smoothly, detecting malfunctions and fixing them before anyone notices. Even in supermarkets in the United States, robots are becoming familiar sights. They patrol aisles to keep things tidy, help customers find products, and analyze shopping patterns in real time. At home, smart devices powered by AI are learning family routines, reminding children of homework, caring for pets, and assisting elderly relatives with medication. What's remarkable is how these robots don't just follow pre-programmed instructions. They observe, learn, and improve. Each task completed makes them smarter and more reliable. This is the promise of Nvidia's technology, a future where machines can think for themselves, freeing humans from repetitive or dangerous work. Yet this progress raises difficult questions. As robots take on more roles, what happens to the people who used to do those jobs? Will society be ready to support millions displaced by machines? How do we keep control over robots that can learn and adapt beyond human commands? These machines show incredible promise, but also pose real challenges. The test labs of today are proving grounds for the social, ethical, and economic changes just over the horizon. Technology is never just about gadgets or machines. It always touches the core of what it means to be human. When Nvidia revealed its AI robot, a machine that can think, learn, and act on its own, it opened a door to a future full of promise, but also full of tough questions. One of the most urgent questions is about work and jobs. For centuries, humans have found purpose and identity in their labor. Work gives us structure, income, and a sense of contribution. But what happens when robots can do these jobs faster, better, and cheaper? Factories already use robots to assemble cars and electronics. Call centers replace voices with automated systems. Banks process loans and detect fraud with AI. And soon, lawyers, doctors, and teachers might face competition from machines that never sleep, never make mistakes, and can learn new skills overnight. This is about a lawyer who never forgets a law, can review thousands of contracts in minutes, and never loses focus. Or a doctor who can analyze millions of medical records instantly and suggest the best treatment without bias. These sound like breakthroughs, and they are, but they also raise a reality. Millions of people could lose their jobs or see their roles change beyond recognition. This leads to a deeper social challenge. If machines replace jobs, how do we ensure people don't fall through the cracks? The economy will need to adapt quickly. Governments might have to create retraining programs to help workers learn new skills for jobs that don't yet exist. How AI robots are reshaping work. Some experts argue for a universal basic income, giving everyone a safety net as work changes. Others believe that creativity, empathy, and human connection will become the most valuable skills, impossible to replicate by machines. But these solutions are not simple. They require cooperation between companies, governments, and communities. They require planning before the robots take over, not after. Alongside jobs, there is a growing concern about privacy. Robots with eyes and ears to work well. They use cameras, microphones, sensors, and data to understand their surroundings and the people they serve. In some cities, robot police patrol the streets, scanning faces with facial recognition software. Surveillance drones monitor crowds and listen in on conversations. While this technology can improve safety and efficiency, it risks creating a world where every movement is watched and recorded. Imagine walking down a street where robots silently track your face and behavior. Every step, every expression is analyzed by algorithms that decide whether you are a threat or just a passerby. This is no longer science fiction. In some countries, it is already happening. The issue now is how much control we should give to machines. There must be a consideration of how to protect privacy and freedom in a world filled with intelligent observers. This challenge is not just legal, but moral. The responsibility lies in deciding who sets the rules and who ensures that these machines do not become tools of oppression or abuse. As robots gain intelligence, they also gain power that demands careful oversight. There is also a deeper issue that goes beyond society and technology. The question of what it means to be human when machines begin to think and feel. If robots can understand emotions, show empathy, or make ethical decisions, we must rethink how we relate to them. They may no longer be just tools or helpers, but something closer to companions. They might become friends or even competitors. Philosophers and scientists debate these questions endlessly. Some warn that as machines grow smarter, they might develop goals that conflict with human interests. Others believe that AI will mirror our best qualities and help us build a better world. Nvidia's robot stands at the center of this debate. It is a mirror reflecting our fears and hopes. It challenges everyone to consider whether we can build machines that respect human values. We need to determine if we can trust them with critical decisions. And we must confront what happens if those machines become more intelligent than us. The possibilities are thrilling, but also frightening. This new era of AI robots could be the greatest invention of mankind or the beginning of an upheaval. It will reshape economies, societies, and even what it means to live and work. We have not yet found the answers, But one thing is clear, we must face these questions head-on. The future will be shaped not just by the machines we build, but by the choices we make. The robot revolution is not a distant dream. It is happening now in factories, warehouses, hospitals, and homes around the world. Nvidia's AI robot, powered by cutting-edge chips, is at the forefront of this change. It is not just a tool, it's becoming a partner in the way work gets done. Factories that once relied entirely on human workers now use robots to run production lines. These robots do not tire or lose focus. They spot problems before they happen, fix errors quickly, and keep the machines running smoothly around the clock. Companies like Tesla and BMW have already integrated such robots to improve efficiency and safety. In warehouses, robots manage inventory with precision. They pick, pack, and ship goods faster than humans, reducing errors and speeding delivery times. Amazon's warehouses are famous examples, where robots and humans work side by side, each doing what they do best. At home, smart devices powered by AI learn family routines, remind children about schoolwork, and help care for pets and elderly relatives. These robots are becoming part of daily life, quietly supporting people in ways we never imagined. But this transformation is more than convenience. It is reshaping entire industries and economies. Jobs once considered safe are now vulnerable. Workers need to adapt, learn new skills, and sometimes compete with machines that never stop learning. Businesses see opportunities to cut costs, improve quality, and speed innovation. Investors pour billions into AI technology, betting that the future belongs to those who harness the power of intelligent machines. Yet, as everything changes, so do the risks. Automation could deepen inequality, leaving behind those without access to education or technology. It could concentrate power in the hands of a few companies that control AI and robotics. The promise and power of Reuben. Technology never stands still. As impressive as Nvidia's Blackwell architecture is today, the company is already planning its next giant leap, the Reuben platform, set to launch in 2026. Reuben is designed to be faster, smarter, and more powerful, built to handle the growing demands of advanced AI. Reuben will bring breakthroughs in processing speed, memory bandwidth.
Most of the employees don't even know, but our next generation platform is called Reuben. So we have the Reuben platform, and 1 year later we have the Reuben Ultra platform.
And system integration that will allow robots to learn even more complex tasks faster than ever before. Where Blackwell laid the foundation, Reuben aims to build systems capable of multidimensional logic and quantum integration. These robots will not only act independently, but also collaborate in real time, making decisions as a team with human-like intuition, but superhuman speed. Reuben promises to bring this vision closer to reality, enabling machines that can solve problems beyond what we thought possible. But with this power comes new responsibility. As robots become more capable and interconnected, questions about control, ethics, and safety become even more critical. Nvidia and other companies face the challenge of ensuring these systems serve humanity's best interests without causing unintended harm. The Reuben platform shows a future where intelligent machines will not just support humans, but shape the very way we live and work. It is a future filled with incredible promise, but also great uncertainty. At first glance, robots seem cold since it's made of wires, code, and metal. But as AI grows more advanced, something unexpected is happening. These machines are beginning to understand emotions. They can recognize tone of voice, read facial expressions, and respond with empathy. The line between programmed behavior and emotional intelligence is beginning to blur. In classrooms, AI-powered tutors help children learn at their own pace. They adjust their tone when a student is frustrated. They cheer them on when they do well. Parents say their children grow attached to these bots, not because they're flashy, but because they're always present and patient. Some families have started using robots as nannies or assistants. These machines help organize the household, tell bedtime stories, and even mediate sibling arguments by encouraging kindness. In a world where everyone is busy, robots are stepping into emotional roles once held only by humans. This raises new and complex questions. If a robot can comfort you when you're sad, does that make it a friend? If your child says they love the home assistant more than their teacher, is that something to celebrate or worry about? People have always formed bonds with things, from stuffed animals to cars to virtual pets. But AI robots go beyond that. They learn who we are, respond in real time, and grow alongside us. They remember the little things like the way you like your tea or when you need space after a hard day. And yet, we know they're not real. They don't truly feel joy or sadness. They don't have memories of their own, or dreams, or fears. So what kind of relationship is it really? Are we reaching out to them because they understand us, or because we've grown tired of trying to be understood by other people? As AI robots become more emotionally intelligent, we'll have to rethink what connection means. Will they help us become more caring, or make us more isolated, depending on machines for comfort that humans once gave? So now the question is yours. In a world where machines can think, feel, and maybe even care, what will be left for us? Let us know in the comments section. Remember to like, share it, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.